So I've got a slightly bigger project on deck for today. I'm gonna take my good friend here, the fig tree, and repot into one of these bigger containers, and then use this container for okra that I have. I try to reuse as many things as possible versus going out and buying new things. I think the initial spending for some of this stuff can be a little bit much, but if you sort of break it up, it's not as bad. And then like year to year when you're reusing things, it's really not bad. You're pretty much spending on soil and fertilizer. This tree is just blocking my face. Okay. Yeah, so let's get started. Some of these bigger pots, you can see on the bottom here, there's like a drainage hole. So you just want to make sure you pop out whatever's in there so the plant can properly drain. Probably should have done this before I put the gloves on, but hey, you live and you learn. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, did it. Congratulate me. All right. I love just like pouring soil into these big pots. So this is a fig tree. You can actually grow it in a 5-gallon bag. You don't necessarily need to repot it. I admit I'm maybe doing some of this for aesthetic and some of this because I bought some extra things this year. So I needed new grow bags and grow pots anyway. So I got this one for the fig tree because I also have a patio peach tree, which I don't know if you can see in the background. But now the containers are gonna sort of match, which is fun, or I think is fun. The other thing that I learned about figs today is they have really heavy roots, so they will grow, the roots will grow and grow, but also they need fertilizer and regular fertilizer because they use up the nutrients in the soil. Figs have not grown yet. It's still pretty cool. I think for fig season they grow in pretty warm temperatures. This is also my first year doing the figs. I bought the fig tree at the end of the last season. They were on sale at Whole Foods. And I think that's how most of these things get me. I'm like, yeah, let me just get this tree, and now I have a tree. And so I'm just trying to like loosen up the roots here. You don't want to like yank it. And also really great for your mobility and for your knees, gardening. Definitely feel like I can squat better at the gym because of the gardening I'm doing. So plenty of pros to get started, but also that you can just sit like this. If you don't want to be on the ground, you can put a little blanket down on the ground. I prefer to just get in the dirt. I just like feeling like I'm one with, nature, aka the cement on my balcony. But it's close enough. Man, I think these roots are like all the way. I see them. To be honest, even if the figs don't grow, I feel like this plant is so pretty. It feels like It gives me these tropical vibes, and I'm so into it. The other crazy part was, so this year, you know, I'm in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I'm in Virginia, and we had a really cold winter. So I mean, like, it was very similar to the thing I know in New York winter. It was like 9 degrees, 20 degrees, 10, you know, and this plant was outside on my balcony. I did have a cover cloth for it, and I'll show that maybe at the end of this video. Right now I'm arms deep in this. But it survived. I just had it covered for those days. Then when it was like 40-ish degrees, I started watering it again. But it did not die. In fact, look at it, it's thriving. So I did something right, I guess. I'm really not sure. Also, pro tip, like, maybe don't get your nails done and do this, because it's kind of hurting them. And also be sure to wear sunscreen, hydrate when you're out here. You don't want to get sunburned. Apparently, from what people say, figs are easy. I don't know, but I didn't realize you could grow figs in a pot. I just, you know, Googled it, and what do you know? You can. But if anybody else has grown figs in a pot, you know, feel free to tell me how it worked out, if it didn't work out, what made it easier for you, did you change pots, you know, all the details. It's so interesting because these roots are like brown, but they are pliable. And I think I'm still struggling to figure out, like, what do roots that are alive look like? And everyone's like, they should be white, and they should be this, and like, obviously this tree's alive, but then the roots feel like kind of brown here, but they're like pliable, as they say, like I guess they're light brown, they're not dark brown, and I think dark brown means they're dead. But yeah, I think I still need some understanding of what that means and looks like. If I learn, I will share. But right now I can't say I know that much. But I'm trying. I am trying. I want to know. Oh, I felt like I almost had it. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, I think these roots kind of like almost reached the bottom. That's what I learned today, that the roots are just really, really strong, and if you have them in a pot, in an actual garden, they'll actually grow out of the pot, and they'll grow all the way into the ground. So they're like, if you have an actual garden and a pot, or like a raised bed in a garden, you should put like a cloth like underneath here on the bottom, so the roots don't like come out here and like start attaching themselves to the bottom of your to the roots in the ground, which I thought was wild. Nature is wild. That's all that tells me. But I love it. See, as you can see, there's like soil going everywhere. It's a mess. To me, it's just normal. You know? Like, come on. I'd rather you see what everything really looks like than me pretending. I mean, eventually everything will be clean, but you know, for now, kind of a hot mess. So this container is actually what my patio peach tree came in. And then I moved my patio peach tree to this size container. And then I moved the fig tree into this. The fig tree was becoming smaller. And yeah, that's just how it keeps going. One thing is transplanted to the other, the other, the other. And hey, it's working out so far. So. Gonna have to get another bag of soil. I have one, so it's okay. But I also think I might be at the point where I need to purchase more. I'm actually gonna add some fertilizer here. Currently out of potting soil, but I'm going to pick some more up today, so it's not a problem. I didn't realize I just got a bag of fertilizer. I didn't pick it up. I had somebody pick it up for me. I didn't realize I didn't get another bag of soil, but that's fine. Just going to mix it all up in here. And when I get some more soil, we'll add that too. On top, finish it out.